Texas. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Minnesota Vikings and the Dallas Cowboys. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Cowboys take the field, and the man leading them, Dak Prescott, who's been remarkably consistent through his first 3 NFL seasons. 23, 22, and 22 touchdown passes as he put together a 32-16 regular season record in those 3 years at the helm. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. Now Elliott. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. Now a play fake here on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. George Kittle, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended receiver, but it'll be second down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down. Mackenzie Alexander in on the tackle. From the 27, Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Michael Gallup, his second touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories, and you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Vikings under 6-year head coach Mike Zimmer. They'll be led out by the veteran quarterback out of Michigan State. The former Spartan, it's Kirk Cousins.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the 1 interception he threw.
And no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Sean Lee leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6.
Okay, partner, a couple points of interest right here, all right? Offensively, we see that they came out throwing the football, but maybe more importantly, the blitz that came defensively, they got right after it.
And you were telling me pregame before we came on air, you think this is something we could see a lot.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it, because this is a unit that wants to play the game on their terms.
Let's go, baby.
That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, Cook. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. The last 2 plays each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12. Cousins. He'll dump this off to Cook. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, here's Cousins. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, you know, how are you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it. You were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
On 2nd and goal, Cousins. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Irv Smith Jr., his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself, no reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Bailey got the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive, and it all culminates in a touchdown for Minnesota. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be fielded at the 6. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
These two teams all tied after one. They'll run on 1st down. Elliott. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. From the 44, Prescott. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 27-yard line. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 27. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. 2nd down and goal. Prescott, and he rifles one incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, but now it's 3rd and goal.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. Prescott to throw on 4th. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone, and that will force a turnover on downs. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground, and they got him behind the goal line. Cook goes down for a safety. So troubles here offensively. I tell you, the noise in this dome, that has got to make it harder for these guys to hear.
Sometimes I find myself shouting up here. But you're right. If you can't communicate well or get off the snap count properly, it can cause big problems. And this qualifies as a big problem.
Zeke and the Cowboys ready to begin their next drive. He's been effective so far, over the 40-yard mark here in the second quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football, and they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Draw play, Elliott. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Being chased out left. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll be a second down. Pollard going to try the right side, and he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL.
Right there, 54, right there.
They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. They're going to go for it now, 4th and 2. Remember, they can still get the first down at the 1-yard line, though. Now Prescott on 4th down. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. There for the sack, Everson Griffin. A breakdown by the O-line at the worst possible time. 4th and goal, and it leads to a sack.
And I can just see it now. They're on the sidelines, they're telling the quarterback, you've got to get rid of it somehow, some way. At least get it in the end zone and give us a chance. If we throw an interception, so what? A sack? We didn't even have a chance.
Cook. 17 yards, first down, Vikings.
Let's go, baby.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. They're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And he is going to lose yardage here. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Cousins to throw it. That'll be complete to Cook. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. So on 4th down, Britton Colquitt on to punt. Back deep for the Cowboys, Tavon Austin. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Prescott down. Caught by Cobb. And all the way up to the 49. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Final play of the half. Prescott. Got his man there complete to Gallup. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on. We now proceed to the start of the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Leighton Vander Esch, 3rd in the NFL in tackles as a rookie last year, there on the stop. They run it again with Cook. And they get him down right near the midfield stripe. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down and about the length of the football.
We got 4. We got 4.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And Cook was fighting for it, but I don't think he got there. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down.
How about the fellas with the stars on the side of their helmets rising up on defense? We always hear about the Cowboys' rushing offense. Their rush defense is pretty good as well, I think, because they're so cohesive. Defensive line, linebackers really work well together.
So here are the Cowboys to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. That's complete to Cobb.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they're marched off another 15 against your squad.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. 10th carry now for Elliott. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. And now they're in the hurry-up. Prescott from the gun on 3rd. He's got his target. It's Cobb. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 22-yard line. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play. Now Elliott. Oh, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up, loose football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. No gain on the dump off. It's 2nd down. He caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
On the ground, it's Cook, and he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. He'll get 15 and a Vikings 1st down.
So right after the defense gets you the ball on a takeaway and a fumble recovery of their own, you've got to reward them, don't you? You've got to stay out on the field, give them a chance to rest, and how about doing it the way they did it, running the football and picking it up on 3rd down.
I would not have wanted to go 3 and out. They avoid that right there.
Yeah, they avoided the glares as they went back to the bench, didn't they?
And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the dump off. It's 2nd down. A 1st run for the backup, Abdullah. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
On 1st down, it's Cook. He doesn't find a ton of space following the display of quick feet down just inside the 45. Again, it's Cook. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Back now in Arlington. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. Cousins from the gun on 3rd. And he's able to find Diggs. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 30.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
To throw, Cousins. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack. Kirk Cousins last year started all 16 games but only led the Vikes to just one fourth-quarter comeback like he's trying to do here. This is complete. Cousins to Treadwell. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 11. Now Cousins. And this is Cook with a grab. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Certainly not what they wanted there. No gain, and it's 4th down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
Bailey's kick is good. And they take the lead here by a point, 10-9. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. We come up here on 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They go to Elliott again. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. So he got free of one tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. And they give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. To throw on 2nd and 6. Prescott, wide open receiver, complete. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 38-yard line. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 38. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the 1st. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Less than 2 minutes to play. Down to the wire we go in a 1-point game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Pass on target, Prescott to Cooper, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Prescott urging his guys to go quickly. They need to get up and set. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3. Here's Pollard again. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. It's our field.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. One man in the backfield. That's Elliott on 2nd and goal.
You better be afraid of me.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Check. We're going to 54.
He's back to throw. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys have retaken the lead.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
A score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion, and sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense, that's 2 points for them, but he identified an open target and put it right on him.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10 at the 45. Now Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. The Vikings in the hurry up. They're hustling up to the line. Cousins. That's to Cook out of the backfield. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. He'll look to throw. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. They'll run on first down. It's Cook. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Well,